Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebartogo.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we share what distilleries we visit. What the fuck did I just read?
I
went to the wrong one.
It's correct in the notes. So
I scrolled down to the next one.
You could print them out. That way you never get it wrong.
Today on the show, we discuss which distillery has the best restaurant. That's what we're actually talking about, is best restaurant.
Yeah, best restaurant.
Me really doing my job great. I've been doing this for 8 years. This is really fantastic. My name is Miss Beka Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, as well as our special guests, Phil Collin, Lucatero, and Jim Goeken.
Hey, everyone.
Gang, what's up?
Hey.
Hello.
So yeah, we're going to be talking today about distillery restaurants. It's certainly a thing that happens a lot these days. So more and more distilleries are getting restaurants. We'll talk about who's doing it the best. We'll get to that after the break. For right now, Phil said there's something he wanted to talk about. What is that, sir?
Yeah, I'll keep it simple. Follow-up questions allowed, but it's just a general blanket question about my life. Okay. Should I buy an RV?
Absolutely.
All right.
Goken's got one, so he's legit. So
yeah, I've been RVing since I was 6 months old.
Wow.
So
I can't believe they let you drive. That's crazy.
I know. Well, I was very experienced for my age.
Right.
I'm thinking about getting an RV.
Okay. I will say this. Here's what I'll say. I love the idea. I watch a lot of RV videos because I the romanticized version of it is awesome.
What is an RV video? What happens in an RV video?
You've never heard of YouTube. I don't need to get into that.
Like
let's not derail. There's something called YouTube. There's a lot of videos. You end up watching shit you don't even think you'd watch. It's a whole thing. But again, that's a different show.
All right.
So what I'll say about an RV, it's expensive. It is expensive to maintain. It's expensive to store. Everything about it. Everything about an RV is expensive, by the way, and they break down in the worst possible place. Unless you're a guy who can really fix things up on the side of the road. I would suggest that it's not a great idea. And how many hotel rooms can you book for the price you're going to pay for that RV? So take that number out, and then take the maintenance and by the way, you don't get to park it for free usually. Typically, there's fees that you got to pay and things like that. So you factor all that in and start dividing out how many hotel rooms you can get, and you realize maybe you can even upscale your hotel rooms.
That's one vote for the no column.
No.
It's the experience. You're going to miss out the experience.
I will go next, and I'm going to give the other no, just because several friends of mine have had RVs and then they turn around and sell them because they have broken down.
Yeah.
And then if the sewer or something, you got to clean it, Phil.
What?
Yeah.
Isn't there a guy?
You're the guy.
Oh.
You're the guy. Yeah, there is a guy. That's just you, though.
Yeah.
The gray water and the black water, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, no.
All right.
Okay. Becca, what do you think?
So
I love that none of you are asking me why I'm thinking about buying an RV. You're just
I would think to travel. Imagine it was.
It doesn't matter.
Phil,
that's true.
Phil, I know you. Not incredibly well. I don't know anything about your life in general, but I do know you as in like.
Know a fair amount about my life in general, but go ahead.
I think I know you relatively well as just an individual, anyways.
Sure.
I lived in a camper, so I'll pull behind for a little while. With an ex-boyfriend. I lived in it like part-time when I had my days off. Or 4 days on, 4 days off. I'd live with him in there. It sucked. So like it sucked. And like I'm pretty handy. But one time, we were having sewer issues. And he was gone and I was there. For one, you couldn't really take very long showers, which as a man, that's probably not that big of a deal to you. But and I'm sure they're better now than they were back then. But still, like it was like 5-minute shower tops, and like for a chick, you really can't shave your legs. You can't really like wash your hair. You have to like turn the water on, turn the water off. Pain in the ass. But we were having sewer issues.
Another vote for the sewer issues.
Yes, and let me get into this a little bit though. Okay, so like sewer issues, like when you just say sewer issues, that sounds bad. But what I had to do, because my boyfriend at the time was at
corn out of your diet.
Work, yeah, he was at work, and the toilet had backed up so much because there had been some plumbing issues prior. Like someone had done something to the plumbing before we bought the thing, and it was backing up into the toilet. And so
there it is.
I was in the camper all day. And so like the only option I had, because he was going to be at work till late, to use our bathroom, because otherwise, like, yes, we could walk across, get out, walk out to where there was public toilets at, was I had to use a shop vac. Because first it was, it's backed up. There's a wand that you can put down in there that has like high water pressure, and it'll like blow the issue out. Tried to do that, did not blow the clog out. Instead, it filled the toilet all the way up. I had to use a shop vac to suck out all of the issues that were happening. So a huge shop vac. At first I'm like, all right, I'm going to be like I've got like a mask on my face, which was, we didn't have masks. I just had a handkerchief.
Pair of panties.
And I didn't have any real gloves. So I had like garbage bags on my hands, and I'm trying to like carry this thing. I'm filling up a huge, like 25-gallon shop vac, however big they are, with shit, and I had to carry this thing out.
This sounds good, yeah.
Where the toilet,
the courtyard by
I had to carry it to where the public bathroom is at, which is not nearby us. I had to carry it out there, dump it, go back in, try to use the unclogging wand to see if that's worked. It's not. It's not unclogged the shit.
How did the wand smell?
Like shit, Steve. It smells like shit because it's covered in shit. And so I'm doing this a second time, or actually numerous times. I'm like seeing if it's gonna like blow out this clog. It's not. I've got to suck all this shit out a second time. Guess what? At this point, the mask is off, the gloves are off. It doesn't fucking matter because I'm hot. It stinks. It's shit. There's shit.
This is why you want to cut the corn out.
And I've got to carry this shop vac out to go dump it out without it's slopping onto my.
Just making a quick note here. That's a no on the RV.
Yeah. So that's a thing.
Question answered.
Is shit everywhere, and then also another issue is
good.
That's not enough. If that doesn't tip
if it gets cold wherever it is you're going. I don't know if you're going to Key West or you're going anywhere. But if it gets cold out, guess what? Your pipes will freeze unless you have full insulation skirting on the bottom, which granted, I lived in North Dakota and in Montana during this time. So ours was a different situation than what you would have. But the pipes freezing up could also aid in shit backing up into your toilets.
You're going to want to winterize it.
That's going to be that's personally my no for that.
Yes. No, a good anecdote. Certainly.
I think they're really fun. I think they're cool. I like to walk through campers. I think they're cool to look at.
So cool.
I like the idea of it. I honestly do. That's why I watch the videos.
Maintaining it, that's a big no for me. I've had to deal with that already. Someone can also just shut off your power and your electric at any time if they just like want you out of the campground because like they just think that
they're tired of you hauling shit through the campground.
Because they're sick of you hauling shit through somewhere. Yeah,
I think you didn't have the black valve pulled.
No, Jim, it was actually someone had re-piped the stuff and they put like too hard of a corner on it. Like there was like a 90 on it and just like shit was not going through.
You had a poo pyramid.
You don't want to do a 90 on
literally.
Shit.
We don't always resolve the small talk question, but I feel like today we've answered my question pretty solidly.
Yeah.
So I've never had that happen. I have a
Jim,
wonderful time RVing.
Sure, your experience sounds delightful. We'll compare notes later, and you can counteract that.
Hey, Jim is he's an RV guy.
Right.
Yeah. I don't see Phil sucking shit out of a toilet with like
neither does Phil.
Right.
Steve,
I don't see myself doing that either.
Yeah.
Steve, I have a question for you.
Yes.
You told me once that years ago you and the warden and your daughter traveled to all 50 states.
Yes.
What method did you do that by? Just get in the car and drive?
Mostly car and drive. I mean, we're road trip people.
Just a family cruiser and just loading up and done.
Yeah, other than, kind of west of Colorado, we did, a couple flights to go on those trips. Because, again, we were working people at that point in terms of corporate jobs. So you only got so much time out. It's not like you can just, So we flew there to, obviously, Hawaii, Alaska, fly to both of those. But other than that, it was driving everywhere. Colorado East, we drove everywhere.
All right. Good to know. Maine?
Oh yeah, I've driven up through Maine many times.
Is that what you're trying to do? Is visit all 50 states?
Well, as the kiddos get a little bit older, and I'm considering, trying to create these great experiences and showing them the world, I thought an RV might be a nice way to do that.
Yeah,
it is.
I don't doubt that it
don't go to North Dakota in the winter.
Yes, I don't doubt that it is a good way to do it, but also like, are you physically and mentally prepared to do things that you've maybe not done before?
Yeah.
That's like a job interview question, not just a poop out of the RV. Are you physically? I got some thoughts. I'm going to go to the RV show in a couple of weekends, and I'll give you an update. About
I think you'll fall in love with it. Yeah,
for sure.
It looks cool.
Well, this will actually be my third time going to the RV show, and last year when I went, I was starting to think, well, maybe one of these I could own one day. The first one was just for shits and giggles to get out of the house on a cold winter day with the kids, but last year I was like,
I used to go to the RV show because it's free. So
make sure you buy the shit wand. Because that is a real thing they sell for RVs. That's a real thing.
Is there a shit wand included with this one?
They sell those for RVs. It is
they'll include it if you negotiate up front.
It is an actual metal wand that goes down into your shitter so that you can blow
Do not need you to describe the shit wand. Feel plenty informed.
It looks exactly like what you thought. Had to put it in through the window so you can get the water hose.
Oh, God.
I once saw a bootleg version of Wizard of Oz that was made on the cheap, and it turns out the good witch had a poop wand instead of like a magic wand. It was terrible. The whole movie was awful.
There you go. This whole bit just filled in was just so he could set up that joke right there.
That
was all. The rest of it was just getting the build up so he could get to that. So there it is.
The shit wand.
The shit wand joke. There it is. All right, it's time to drink. We'll start with Phil this time.
Oh, good. I've got a Four Roses single barrel, not a barrel pick or anything, but I had this out for the holidays because I had the Four Roses Christmas whiskey sweater on it, so just had this handy.
Nice.
Regular Four Roses single barrel. Oh,
okay.
Damn it! All that
audible, but that's all I can say. I don't have a lot good to say there. All right, Goeken, you're next.
I have some Neely Family Sweet Thumped Rye. This is the
signed bottle.
Yeah, Leap Day pick.
Nice.
Wow.
This should be epic.
It wasn't epic. It's the leader, though. It's the leader. Beka, you're next.
I have got some 1792 12-year.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was the lead. The new leader took over. Next up is Luke.
All right, I've got Buzzard's Roost single barrel here.
Okay. No. Beka still has the lead. I've got the ABV Network Whiskey of the Year, the Leopold Brothers 8, finished in 3-chamber rye barrels. Really good stuff. Let's see what we got here.
Wow.
There it is.
That was good, Steve.
That was a winner. So.
Yep.
So cheers, gang.
Steve brought it home.
Everyone.
Cheers. Here's to RVs.
We'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, what distillery has the best restaurant? We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
My teeth doesn't like ice cream. This is McNew, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
That's a pro. That's a pro right there. Take McNew.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're discussing which distillery has the best restaurant.
Yes, we are. Does anybody have any strong thoughts on this? Somebody want to jump in and be the first?
I do.
Okay. All right, go.
I don't want anybody to take mine. I don't know if it
steal your thunder. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if it counts. To me, it counts. The restaurant's not located at the distillery.
Already some controversy.
But Buzzard's Roost and Bourbon's Bistro restaurant is that.
I think I'm going to grant that waiver, and then it's over. If we grant that waiver, it's over because Bistro is the best. That's a win right there.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to give Jason credit and not be like, well, no. I do, and I think that is the best. So let's talk about the second best, because I didn't even think of that when I was putting this show together, but that is the right answer. Yes. Yeah. Food it's great. Whiskey selection's great.
I think as a caveat, it has to be like within walking distance of the distillery operation.
All right, let's talk about those then. Yeah,
because that's an unfair hand. That's too.
It is. Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Well, I've got mine, and I've had the opportunity at many of them. I've enjoyed them all, but my favorite is the Bar at Willett.
The Bar at Willett, nice.
I've heard nothing but good things.
That's a solid one. There's no doubt about
it. And I like it because they changed the menu up quite a bit, but they do have some regular menu items that they don't change, like their egg salad sandwiches.
I was about to say that. I've like literally heard people talk about how that's amazing.
Really?
Like,
egg salad sandwiches.
I've heard people say that it's just an amazing sandwich, and I'm like, fuck, I really want to eat that sandwich.
Okay.
They've had it on the menu since they opened, and they changed just about everything seasonally for whatever reason. But that egg salad sandwich is so popular, Beka.
There'd be a riot if they took that off.
Yeah, they keep it on.
And it's cheap too, isn't it? It's like a pretty good price for it too.
Yeah, they're all small plates too, so you can order a bunch of small plates for your table, and everyone partake. And then the drinks are good. They got a good whiskey selection. So yeah.
All right.
Also on the list of things I would never order out.
Egg salad sandwich.
Egg salad sandwich.
I would there.
Yeah.
I've literally heard numerous people talk about this. of how
What is
good it is.
what is the meat in egg salad sandwich? What do you put?
There's
You put
not
chicken in
any-
there?
There's no meat. No
Eggs?
meat.
There's no. It's the meat is egg salad sandwich.
Yeah.
It's just egg
a little
salad.
a little arugula. Some
I wonder
salt,
if
pepper,
Lenny would eat an
toasted
egg
bread.
salad sandwich. Lenny might. Yeah.
Lenny
Yeah.
might.
He
Maybe
might.
there because it's
Yeah.
supposed to be. I mean, it's it is allegedly just like amazing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Sandwiches are pretty lowbrow, as we know. According to Lenny.
I had a favorite. I spent the afternoon making charts and graphs and lists. So I
Okay.
have a bonus list. I have a runners up list, but hands down for me, I think the best distillery dining experience is at the Bardstown Bourbon Company with their
Okay.
kitchen and bar. I think what
Okay.
they've done and what they've created is phenomenal. So
That's
my
hard to
vote's for
argue. Hard to
Bardstown
argue.
Bourbon Company.
That's
Hard to
pretty
argue.
good too. Yep.
Yeah. It and I do like it. I like that place a lot, but that's not the feel where I feel comfortable. It feels a little class for me, and I'm not an up class guy. So for me, the best one is Beam, the family table at Beam. The food is good there. I feel comfortable there. That's my place. I think Beam's got the best restaurant in Bourbon.
I've only eaten at one distillery.
Okay, well that's your winner then. Yeah,
And it's and the only reason I got
Maker's
to
Mark.
eat there
Yeah,
is because the warden, the VIP she is, her VIP-ness got me in
yeah,
there.
yes.
Her
And
VIP-ness.
her,
The quality of being a VIP, sure.
yeah, and like that's the only reason I got to eat there is because of the warden.
Yeah,
And
it's good.
our
That's a good restaurant too. That one's really good.
Our
Yeah.
food was awesome. I'm sure they changed the menu up, but we had, I think, like hot honey chicken, I think.
Oh yeah, nice.
And it was awesome. Like our food was really, really good, and like the cocktails were good. I couldn't have as many cocktails as I wanted because I had drove there myself from like we stayed overnight, but like I had to drive home.
No
I only
DD.
yeah, so I only had one cocktail, but it was a really good cocktail, and the food was awesome, and it's a cool experience like sitting in there because they don't just let anyone sit in there.
Right.
I don't think.
And Star Hill Provisions at Maker's Mark?
Yeah, maybe they do, but it was low. Like there was not a lot of people in there. There was like a barrel pick in there, and then we got to be in there, and it was just
Yeah,
They
that was
have-
during COVID times. So yeah,
Oh.
that might
Yeah, they had limited seating
right.
there.
So maybe that's what it was. Yeah, so it was.
Normally it's open to the public. So yeah.
Well, it was great because there was like nobody there. It felt
Yeah.
like, I mean, the warden had the most VIP-ness I've ever had.
Yeah, yeah. The warden is known for her VIP-ness. So
In
yeah.
Bourbon, yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
crazy.
Star Hill
Yeah.
Provisions is on my almost there list. I think they're great what they do at Maker's Mark. A little pricey, but at the same time, you don't have a ton of options in Loretto, Kentucky. So
I
they
wouldn't
do
know.
very
It
well.
was free for me.
Comped.
Ah.
Yeah. All right. So Phil, we're gonna let you run with this now. We've kind of all weighed in at least. So you said you created a list. Let's hear else who's on the list here. Who
Well,
are
the other ones got mentioned. The bar at Willett is in kind of my top tier list.
Okay.
I think one that's overlooked, and it's kind of unique because they certainly built the distillery to be both a place that makes whiskey and a place to entertain visitors and locals, and that's Jep the Creed. And they've got more of kind of a bar menu, like a more casual, easy food. But I think what they do very well there
Okay.
for the price. So yeah, Bardstown Bourbon Company, Jep the Creed, Star Hill Provisions, the bar at Willett, and then two honorable mentions.
Okay.
Not associated with the distillery, but smack dab 7 minutes away from both Woodford Reserve, Castle and Key, and that's the Stave. And what they've accomplished down there at the base of the hill at Frankfurt is pretty amazing. So big fan of the Stave. And then honorable mention to Hog Wild Pig Barbecue, mere steps
Hell
from
yeah!
the Neely family distillery.
Steps away.
Sparta's
Yeah.
finest barbecue one can imagine. Just in time for Royce to hear me shout the virtues of Hog Wild Pig Barbecue. What I really like about Hog Wild Pig Barbecue is they include the name hog and pig twice in there. It's not redundant. They just often say what they're all about.
Exactly. It is. And they do cater to our distillery all the time. Luke got his pick in and he really likes it.
Hell yeah, Luke.
Good job, Royce.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say that Hog Wild Pig Crazy is kind of like our on-site restaurant for sure.
Indeed.
Because everyone that comes here that's like, can we get food catered in? We're like, yep, Hog Wild Pig Crazy.
Here's the menu.
Yep, here's the menu and it's fantastic.
Well, we like them because they let us put a sign up there on their property too.
That as well.
Yeah, their owner owns like the entire area up there, and he lets us put a really nice sign at the very beginning. Like,
Oh, that is nice.
I
Yeah.
know that sign
They're
well.
getting- they're
White-
getting-
it's a white sign. It's rectangular. It speaks how you're a quarter
We
mile
actually
up
have
the
a
road.
larger one now.
well, that one blew down in the last windstorm, so now we've got a real big, nice black sign with wood. Yeah, it looks
We
good
have
going to Akeley.
a huge sign up now.
And
So.
the white one's across the road now. I stapled it back up. But
Okay.
Well done. Good job.
Oh, that's nice. Kept that thing going. Has anybody eaten
What do you
at?
like? Wait, what do you like, Steve?
Oh, I said mine. I said
Oh,
I
I
like,
didn't know if you had
the-
others. If you had second tier. All right.
Yeah, well, and all the other ones that everybody said. I mean, I like all. They're all good, actually. So I've liked all those. I was wondering if anybody's tried that boiler room from.
Monk's Road.
Yeah, Monk's Road. Yeah, anybody do that? So
Not yet.
The
Not
Dant
yet.
family. Yeah.
I had a friend who raved about it, and she said they had some great cocktails. So it's
Okay.
centrally
Yeah.
located right downtown Louisville. Hard to miss.
I'd like to hit that at some point. But,
Does Log still have a
Log
restaurant?
Yes.
I think they
Yeah.
do on
I,
site.
I think they do. It looked like it. I was there for a concert, and they had a bar like out the back towards the concert stuff. But it looked like there were tables.
Not a
in there.
tremendous sign that the five of us don't know if they do or not. So that's
Right.
probably not a glowing endorsement.
you guys already said it, but the restaurant at Bardstown Bourbon Company.
That was the number one for
Yeah,
Phil.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was fantastic.
Yeah, Phil said that was number one.
Phil
for
put
him.
that at number one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
But let's talk. Let's have some industry talk because one thing that maybe you guys know because the Buffalo Trace had big plans.
Right.
On-site restaurant. They bought that BP that was on the
Yep.
edge of the property. They
Yep.
tore it down, and then nothing. I don't know what happened. It all seemed to come crashing to a halt.
I bet you that's still in the works. But yes, you are right.
Well, it's happening damn slowly.
Well, they've been busy working on other things, so yeah,
They don't-
American, man.
I'll get to it.
They don't have any food on site, do they?
They used to have that firehouse
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that
that's what they
opened up
had.
Yeah.
seasonally, and it was
Yeah.
catered in. But I don't know.
Yeah.
They have,
was not very
they have
good
a
either.
small
Yeah,
cooler of bourbon
yeah.
balls.
They
Right,
have,
yeah.
they have the bourbon balls, yes.
Well, I'll tell you what. If Buffalo Trace can put in like a great dining experience on site in a good sized restaurant they build, they'll make money hand over fist.
Hell
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
they
that's
For
would.
sure.
Yeah.
Not that Buffalo Trace has trouble making money hand over fist. but-
they've kind of got that figured out, right?
yeah,
You gotta pick like where am I going to make the most money? Where do I want to make the most money at today?
yeah.
Right.
On all these
Right.
options.
Pick your battles. Yeah.
No one said Heaven Hill's place. I haven't been there yet either. I know they opened up a restaurant, but I haven't been there yet.
I haven't tried it
Yeah.
yet.
No.
I have been there, and I feel bad for overlooking it now. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
The
Okay.
Five Brothers or whatever they're
It
called.
was good though.
It was good. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I saw a live concert there and had drinks and food from the menu. It was really tasty, and I feel like a jerk for overlooking it now.
That's rude. I'll tell
I
you what.
apologize to the fine people at Heaven Hill.
Okay.
Well, you can take your RV there and hang out.
Yeah.
There we go. Park in the parking lot.
Phil's buying an RV, Royce. So,
Apparently, I'm not buying
yeah.
an RV.
And a shit wand.
We've been
He's
talking
going to be
about
purchasing two things: RV and a shit wand.
No, the shit wand comes with the RV.
Comes with
No,
it's
it's an add-on.
you
It's
have
an
to
add-on.
it's an add-on option, Phil. You,
You have
make
to ask for it.
You
You
check
have to
that
ask
off
for it,
in the
yeah.
buying contract. Shit wand,
Phil, you going to be like Cousin Eddie?
Gonna be on what?
like
You could be
cousin
like-
Eddie.
Oh, sure. Don't go getting attached to this big boy. It's
Yeah.
pulling
The
out
fitter's
when I leave
full.
next month. Yeah,
Yeah.
cousin Eddie.
It looks so
Come
good
on,
in
my
the
room.
driveway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's going to be him at the edge of your parking lot when he comes up
Oh,
to visit.
Right. Shouting shitters full from
Yeah. In his
He's
bathroom.
pumping it down our drain. We're like, what the fuck are you doing?
They just dump it in the lake there.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
god.
there you go. There you go.
I'll dump it at the speedway.
And then Royce is going to have to get the new Bobcat he got to help clean it up.
I have two Bobcats.
Oh, they
Yeah,
know.
we heard.
Oh
We
yeah,
know.
we heard.
We
We
know.
heard.
I'm a collector.
They heard.
If anybody needs a Bobcat, I'll be selling one here in the near future.
Okay. Okay. I'll take that closed cabin one.
Yeah,
I'll
I want the
take
one
that
with a cab.
Yeah.
That's what everybody wants. I'm out there plowing snow with my shirt off.
Yeah. Oh,
Not
there you
this
go.
time. Freezing to death out there.
Yeah. On that note, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. We'll start with Goeken. Goeken, where can people find you?
You can find me on Facebook at Jim Goeken.
All right. Phil.
I've got a YouTube channel that I always forget to mention. It's Phil Talks Whiskey, short, fun little snippets we're checking out. Also on Instagram and Twitter at Derby City Phil.
All right. Luke.
You can find me at Santa Fe Boutique Wines on Instagram, and you can find on LinkedIn, Luke Otero.
All right. Miss Beka Sue.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Beka Sue, 1K, no C's.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We also got a company website. That thing's going to be abvnetwork.com. Check that one out. Everything that we do is out there. Please come by and see me, the ABV Barrel Shop, the place where you can try before you buy. We're always getting new picks in. We did 74 last year. We hope to break that this year. We'll see what happens. We are available at abvbarrelshop.com. Miss Beka Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
See you, everyone.
Take care.
Adios.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.